I am Pastor Heidi, and so glad you decided to join us. We have had a fantastic month together as we've talked about something I'm a super fan of, and that is kindness. That's right, our life app this month has been kindness. Why don't you say it with me? Kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. You know, I have loved hearing all of your stories and seeing some of your pictures of how you, God's chosen person, God's child, have clothed yourselves with kindness and taken on the Great Kindness Challenge this month. I know many of you made Valentine's cards for people who didn't expect to receive them. You dropped off little treats at people's doorsteps. You helped with dishes and shoveling because we've had some snow this month. There are many ways that you found to show someone that they are valuable by how you treated them, by showing them kindness. So way to go with the Great Kindness Challenge this month.
You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Don't be proud, be gentle and patient. Colossians 3:12. Let's say it again. You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Don't be proud, be gentle and patient. Colossians 3:12.
Hey guys, it's hard to believe, but Kids Camp is right around the corner. That's right, soon we'll be back at Caton's, swimming on a hot day, zip lining, and rock wall climbing. You'll want to register to hold your spot as soon as possible. You can register by going to ssc.church/Catons. Hope to see you there!
Hey kids, I'm Lawson, and I'm here to tell you today that kind is cool.
Oh, Lawson.
Not kind to interrupt Mom, and definitely not cool.
Okay.
Anyhow, I've got this super awesome story today I heard from this kid Owen in my cousin's scout troop. Now, Owen cannot believe it when he finds out a babysitter is coming while Mom goes out that evening. He says, I'm 11. I don't need a sitter. But his mom says she's gonna be out really late. And she asks, can you really take care of your sister all evening? Without fighting. And Owen has to admit that could be a problem. And Mom tells them, Miss Loudon will be here at 6. And Owen complains, she smells weird. Like Brussels sprouts. Plus he remembers, she laughs really loud. Like a hyena. When Miss Loudon arrives, Owen says, I'm too old for a sitter, you're just here for a lease. And Miss Loudon agrees. Of course, Owen. For dinner, Miss Loudon fixes tuna broccoli casserole with chocolate liver sauce. He mumbles, she is a terrible cook. After dinner, Miss Loudon suggests, let's make oatmeal raisin cookies. But Owen is like, I don't think so. And then Miss Loudon offers to read aloud her favorite book, Little House on the Prairie. And Owen shakes his head, no thanks. And then he stalks out. Owen decides he's gonna hide in his room for the rest of the night. But then he can hear her reading all the voices to Elise. And then he realizes she's just trying to be nice. So Owen heads back downstairs and he says, I thought you could use this while you read. And then he suggests that maybe they could make oatmeal cookies, but with chocolate chips. And they add M&Ms too, plus gummy bears and sprinkles and fruity pebbles. So kids, always remember that a weird laugh is better than no laugh. And don't forget that kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Hey Mom, you want a cookie?
Oh, that's really nice, Lawson. but I think you should take a look at your shirt.
Your kind is cool, so what?
Look again, bud.
Kid is cool. Oh, thanks. Okay, all right. I gotta go find a Sharpie real quick. I'll be right back. See you guys next time. Bye. Ow!
Right now, it's our chance to get up on our feet and worship God with some music and some singing and some dancing. You know, this is a chance for us to turn all of our attention and our focus on Jesus and to thank him for what he's done for us, for the love that he has shown us. So, why don't you get up on your feet? Let's worship God together and thank him for his amazing love.
Got a rhythm in my heart and in my soul. Got a reason for this joy I can't control. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, and give everyone a chance to hear about this endless love I know. Oh, what you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Shine, you make me glow. You pick me up when I am feeling low. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, and give everyone a chance to hear about this endless love I know. Oh, what you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. You give
that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. Love one another with a love like no other that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. We're alive to love one another. We're alive with love like no other. We're alive, we're sisters and brothers. We're alive to love one another.
What's up, people? I am Haley, and I hope you came to cheer today because I am and always have been a super fan! I'm telling you, the town I grew up in, we all rooted for the home team. We ate, drank, and slept orange. And whether we were there in the stands or watching from home, we cheered our hearts and our lungs out for our team. That's what's called kindness. Kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. And if you're wearing orange like me, you can expect some first-class treatment. But if you're wearing blue, then that means you're a fan of that other team. Our rivals. I can tell you what they're like. They're mean. They're cheaters. They eat broccoli. They're pretty scary. I've actually never met one in person, but that's what I've heard. I am not a fan. Not a fan. You know, if I saw someone on that blue team lying on the side of the road, you know what I'd do? I'm actually not sure what I would do. I'm not sure. But today's Bible story will help us know what we should do. Broccoli!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 through 37.
Everywhere Jesus went, crowds of people followed. His popularity made the religious leaders kind of nervous, how he turned their expectations upside down.
What is he up to anyway?
So they began to look for ways to trip him up. One day, a law expert saw his chance to test Jesus.
Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?
Jesus turned the question right back on the law expert. What is written in the law? How do you read it?
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind. And love your neighbor as yourself.
You have answered correctly. Do this and you will live. But the law expert wanted to discover the very least he could do to obey the law, so he got tricky.
Yes, but really, who is my neighbor?
Jesus looked directly at the law expert and he saw what was in his heart. So Jesus began a story. A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho. Now, if Jesus were to tell this story today, it might go something like this. There's a man that we'll call Ben, who needed to travel from Jerusalem to Jericho. It was a lonely, rugged road, but he was well prepared.
Got my water skin, got my quail jerky, got my snake repellent, got my large number of clinking gold coins.
Stick 'em up!
Uh-oh, forgot my mace.
A band of robbers attacked Ben. They took everything, leaving him half dead by the side of the road.
Help! Please, help me.
There was no one to hear. The sun beat down. Shadows shifted as the day wore on. At last, He heard footsteps. Through shimmering heat, he could barely see a man in khakis and a blue button-down shirt.
In the beginning. Let me Google the Greek word for beginning. That'll make me sound more intelligent.
The man was a preacher working on his Sunday sermon.
Help me.
The preacher spotted Ben lying there in the dust, but he immediately looked down at his phone, pretending not to see. Instead, he crossed to the other side of the street, putting as much space between him and Ben as possible.
Please.
But the preacher was gone. Ben's throat was dry now. He could barely swallow. Finally, he saw someone else.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
A worship leader was now trekking down the road. He wore skinny jeans, an unnecessary scarf, and AirPods.
Help me.
Well, the worship leader definitely saw Ben, but he cranked up the volume on his AirPods and shimmied to the other side of the road as he passed.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I'm gonna run away.
As the man's voice faded away, Ben was left in despair. Shadows lengthened as evening approached. Once again, Ben heard someone coming. Turning his head, he could just barely make out a donkey. Perhaps he could tell from the way the person was dressed that this person wasn't a Jew. He was a Samaritan.
Oh no.
Jews and Samaritans were enemies. Even though the two groups were related, there was a history of bitter conflict between them, and the Samaritans worshiped God in a different way than the Jews did. Long story short, a Samaritan would have been the last person Ben would have wished to find him.
What's that by the road?
Instead of ignoring Ben, though, the Samaritan man slowed down and got off his donkey.
Oh no, who did this?
The Samaritan quickly rummaged for supplies in his bag.
Here, have some water. Those are nasty gashes. I've got oil and wine to clean them out.
The Samaritan bandaged Ben's wounds and hefted him onto his own donkey.
Steady. Hey, wrap your arms around his neck, like this.
By the time darkness fell, the Samaritan brought Ben to an inn where the injured man could recover.
Thank you.
In the morning, the Samaritan gave the innkeeper some money.
Please, take care of this man. I'll return and pay you back for any extra expenses.
Goodbye. Thank you.
When Jesus finished the story, no one said a word. He looked directly at the law expert. Which of these three do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The law expert fidgeted. To admit that the Samaritan had acted as a true neighbor was to say that everyone is a neighbor, no matter how different they may be.
I suppose, in this case, one would have to say, the man who had mercy on him.
Go and do likewise. Jesus' story was clear. Love your neighbor as yourself isn't limited to just the people in your neighborhood. Your neighbor means anyone who needs you to show them God's love.
So Jesus said to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And who is your neighbor? Well, it's the person who lives next door to you, or in your apartment building, or in your neighborhood, or the town you grew up in, or your country, or your planet. In short, your neighbor is everyone. That includes people who look different from you, people who believe different from you, people who have more money than you or less money than you, everyone. Jesus said we should go and be kind to all of those people. It kind of makes me think of the fans of that blue team. If I'm supposed to be kind to everyone, that includes them. But how? How can I be kind to someone who's so different? Maybe I could try putting myself in their shoes. Whoa. Well, that's a start. What else can I do? Maybe I can find out more about the Blue fans so I can see what we have in common. Like, I'll bet they grew up rooting for their team just like I did. I'll bet they cheered their hearts and their lungs out. And I bet they ate, drank, and slept blue too. Maybe we're more alike than we think. Or maybe we're just different, and that's okay. In fact, it's incredible to know that there are billions of people with all kinds of differences all over the world. So here's the one thing for us to remember today. Be kind to people who are different from you. Don't just think about what you'd want or need. Put yourself in their jerseys and think about what they'd want or need. It really is possible to be kind to everyone. You know, I hate to admit it, but I look good in this color. And another thing, broccoli? It's really not that bad. Bye, superfans!
You know, we've talked all month about how important it is to show others that they are valued and cared for and loved by God. How important it is to treat others the way we want to be treated because they are created in the image of God. They are loved by God. They are valued by God. We show people how valuable they are to God when we are their super fans by showing them respect and love even when they're different from us. So as we head into March break over this next week, won't you pray and ask God who it is that you could show love to, who it is that you could show kindness to, that they would understand that they are valued and loved by God. Let's let kindness be the virus.
Just the facts of you and me. We don't see anything identically. Oh, it's the truth. Me and you, we feel and do differently. But now I think it's time I walk across these lines. You don't look like me, don't act like me, don't even think a thought like me. But you matter to me, definitely. It don't matter, cause you matter. Kindness fits everybody. Everybody wants kindness. Kindness serves everybody. Everybody needs kindness. Kindness fits everybody. Everybody wants kindness. Kindness serves everybody. Everybody needs kindness. Why do we always run and hide? Pick our sides. Say we tried irrationally. We scream and shout. Get it out. We keep our doubts indefinitely. But now I think it's time we walk across these lines. You don't look like me, don't act like me, don't even think a thought like me. But you matter to me, definitely. It don't matter, cause you matter. Kindness fits everybody. Everybody wants kindness. Kindness serves everybody. Everybody needs kindness. Kindness fits everybody. Everybody wants kindness. Kindness serves everybody. Everybody needs kindness. The world we want won't happen in our blindness. No, I'll do my part and meet you here with kindness. 2, 3, 4. You don't look like me, don't act like me, don't even think a thought like me. But you matter to me, definitely. It don't matter, cause you matter. Kindness fits everybody.